Hi, this is C. Deborah Thomas of Literary Speak in Pasadena on Channel 32. I'm here at the LAX Sheraton for Black Book Expo 2010. It's at the Sheraton Hotel and it is exciting, and there are so many new authors and with such great energy. It is a wonderful event. It's in the 6th year and it's bigger and better. Okay, we have their workshops. There's a workshop at 12:30, for example. Linda Coleman Willis. She's actually been on Literary Speak a couple of times. I met Linda several years ago in the Black Women's Network. She really was a Renaissance woman in terms of self-producing. She is like the guru of self-producing. She knew how to self-produce before anybody else, self-publish. She knew how to self-publish before anybody else did. She's got a couple of books out. I remember buying her book way before I knew I was going to self-publish a book. So that's how innovative and Renaissance she is. And there are many, many new authors, some of whom I'll be talking to as we proceed today.
Hey everyone, I'm author J.M. Benjamin, Essence best-selling author, Black Expression best-selling author, here at the LA Black Book Expo here in Cali, fluent from Jersey. I'm the author, as you can see, of Down in the Dirty, Ride or Die Chick 1 and 2, My Mans and Them, Heaven and Earth, On the Run with Love, and my nonfiction motivational book titled From Incarceration to Incorporation. In addition to these books that you see, I'm also a publisher. These are two of my authors, actress Cherry Johnson and Kathy Scott. Their new book, Around the World Twice, they can tell you about that. We're basically here today giving an exclusive preview of the book, which is due out this coming Monday in all stores. But we're here today, coming out to support our people and to have our people support us at a time where we can come together as authors, entrepreneurs, publishers, so on and so forth. So I want to pass the mic to author Cherry Johnson, as she can tell you how she became an author under a New Quality Publishing.
Hey, as he said, my name is Cherry Johnson. You know me from Punky Brewster and Family Matters and the new movie I Do, I Did that's out on BET, and it's also on DVD. I had to bug this man over here for 2 years to give me a shot. I kept hounding him, telling him, hey, I have this book, I'm ready, and he was right. I was not ready when I said I was ready. After 2 years, he saw I Do, I Did on TV. I called him back and I said, hey, I wrote a movie. I'm ready to write a book. And he gave me a chance. Here I am now with a 2-book deal. It's called Around the World Twice. It's loosely based off of true events in our life. And when I say our life, I mean my life and Kathy Scott's life. She's the co-writer, and I'm going to pass it to her, and she can tell you more about the book.
Thank you, Cherry. Our book is about how all women's lives are synonymous regardless of their social class or stature. And Cherry brought me in on this project after she wrote her portion of the book. I also edited the script for the movie I Do, I Did, which is playing on BET pretty much daily now. So please take a look at it, come out to the Black Book Expo and support us. Thank you.
The book is available on Amazon. Again, it's called Around the World Twice, written by Cherry Johnson and Kathy Scott. You can always hook me up on Twitter. My Twitter is twitter.com/CherryJohnson75. I'm also at Facebook at cherryjohnson.com/CherryJohnson75. JM is on Facebook as well.
Yes, the website is newqualitypublishing.com. You also can check me out on Facebook at jmbenjamin.author. Kat, Facebook is, hold on.
My Facebook is a little bit too hard to spell, but if you find JM or you find Cherry, you'll find me.
Thank you.
I can't.
My name is Terry Roten. I'm the author of Natural Born Killers. My book is a story based out of South Central Los Angeles about 2 kids growing up in South Central Los Angeles and trying not to get caught up in gangs. I wrote my book with the intent to expose the ugly side about gang banging to kids who've grown up on the edge of gang banging and showing them that it's not the life to go. So this book right here is based on, it's for parents and kids age, let's say 13 and up, that's on the edge of gangbanging and for parents to enlighten them on different situations and different lessons that their kids going through, for they can know if their kids going through a certain thing, they will know how to approach it. I also have a book right here that is an anthology that I'm in with Quan, J.M. Benjamin, J. Rod Nider, and Randy Thompson. This is just an anthology with different stories. It's five authors from 3 different states. You know, I'm the only one from the West Coast in this book right here. My future projects, probably, if not the end of 010, the beginning of 011, or mid 011, it's still untitled, so we don't know when that's gonna come out. Other than that, you can catch me at Facebook, my name, Terry Lee Roten, Terry Roten, or my email, authortlw, or you could go to the website, blackdiamondbooks.net, blackdiamondbooks.net. That's where you can catch me at. This is author Terry Roten.
Hi, my name is Roland Hines of Roland Hines Media, and I talk about relationships. I'm a relationship educator, and I wrote a book recently called Are You the Right One for Me? Whose Choice Is It Anyway? You can also find me at a radio station on the internet called True View Relationship Radio, and the address is TRUVUE Radio. And I'm really happy to be at the Los Angeles Black Book Expo. Thank you so much, Charles, for doing a wonderful job.
Hello, my name is Denise Chambers, and my book number. I'm nervous. The lights came on. I got. Okay. Hello, my name is Denise Chambers, and I am selling a book called Fundamental Keyboarding Skills from the Typewriter to the Computer. It is for those who are novice at keyboarding or who are learned at keyboarding. And you can find my book at Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com, and Borders.com. Just look for Fundamental Keyboarding Skills. Denise Chambers is my name, and there you have it. Nice talking to you, and I hope you buy my book.
Hi, my name is Carlos Martin. I am an author and poetry writer. My books are On the Dark Side of Passion, which is about poetry. Actually, it's about love, pleasure, and pain. My main book, Love, Pleasure, and Pain, is 5 romantic, slightly erotic stories about people's lives. And my email address is martincarlos@yahoo.com. These books are Love, Pleasure, and Pain. As a matter of fact, all of these books are on Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com, Books A Million, anywhere on the internet, and my internet address is www.carlosmartin.com. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jim Shell. I'm the author of this book, We Call Our Daddy Mister. This is my wife, Doris. We have been married 57 years. We're from West Point, Georgia. We have 5 children, 7 grandchildren. I wrote this book as a result of our having gone to a high school reunion in West Point, Georgia in 1999. It's the 50th anniversary of the high school. Here we sat with 300 people, whether they graduated or not, they were there. The kids of this family that the book is about, and the family is a mulatto family where the father's white and the mother is mulatto. They could not get married in Georgia at that particular time, and as a consequence, they shacked up, so to speak. They had 9 children. They came out phenotypically white, but they were raised culturally black. So in that reunion where we went, we of course saw this family, 2 tables of nothing but white people. And our schools were not integrated at that time, so we were wondering what in the world's going on here. So we got up, took a look, and found that these were the Winstons. We hadn't seen them in 50 years. I recognized one of them. We introduced ourselves, and the rest is history. They gave us permission to write this book about their family. And that's the black side of the family, even though they looked white. And the white side gave us permission as well, and they were white. And they gave us pictures, stories, and manuscripts. This is thoroughly researched through the county seat of Chambers County, Alabama, and also Tripp County, which is Georgia. The book is on the internet. You can review the book on the internet at my website, www.jamesshell.com. The book can be purchased from any number of outlets, including bookstores throughout the nation. The book sells for $19.65, which is the year that the father of these children died. And you can see how scientifically the price will come up. If you buy the book, I will give you a signed copy of the autograph. Wrong. An autograph copy of the bookmark. And the bookmark is here, which is just a reproduction of. There you go.
And one thing that he really left out of the story was that once we saw these kids sitting at the table, we decided that it took 50 years for them to become white people.
In our minds.
You know, because they were just kids with us, and we used to go out on the farm with Mr. Rosa and Mr. Burrow sitting in his swing, and they were the parents of these kids. So it shows that in certain settings, that people are people, you know. And so this is why this story was written really to show that in 50 years, after we hadn't seen them, and they were sitting in a setting of all people together of one color, and we thought they didn't belong. And they had been part of our lives when we grew up, which make this a very important story.
I might point out that when I said in the beginning, this is our story, because she knows the story as well as I do, as you can tell by what she just indicated. And we were childhood sweethearts.
Grew up on the same street.
Same street, but she lived at 1207. I was 1200, West Point, Georgia. And thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Chandra Adams. I'm the author of Shades of Retribution. My book is about 3 women who decide that they are not happy with the amount of men there are to choose from to marry, so they start kidnapping them. Check it out. It's on Amazon.com and AdrolitePress.com. That's AdrolitePress.com. Thank you.
Okay, this is C. Deborah for Literary Speak. I'm here with Roland Jefferson. He's been on Literary Speak a couple of times, but he's working on some things, and we're here at the Los Angeles Black Book Expo. And so he's going to tell us a little bit about his next book. Give us a peek, Roland.
Well, the next book is about a serial killer who has some rather unique traits. It's a person with multiple personality, which makes it which makes it very, very difficult to track and hard because they never do the same thing twice.
Now, we have a news item that tells us about this African-American guy who is a serial killer. They said he is the Grim
Sleeper.
Yeah. He wasn't an inspiration, or how did this come about?
Oh no, I've studied and evaluated serial killers for many, many years, and
so this is kind of just like sort of by the way.
By the way, it's sort of the end result of what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm looking forward to having you on the show again. So thank you, and I hope you have a lot of people come by today.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you. There are 4 of them that are here today. The School on 103rd Street is a political drama about the government's plan to downsize and to put African Americans in literature. It's a hip hop Ocean's 11. It's about a group of thieves who rob a high-rise hotel in Beverly Hills. White Coat Fever, of course, is my most recent one. Dramatic love story on a black college campus during the Civil Rights era. And One Night Stand is a detective story about corrupt police who frame a female lawyer.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. That was the one. This one night stand was the one that caught my attention first because the title is so salacious, but it's really not what it says.
Not about that at all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Roland. I look forward to you being on the show again.
Thank you. Yes, this is Roland S. Jefferson. My website is www.rolandsjefferson.com, and my email address is rasjeff@hotmail.com.
Aloha. My name is Catherine Takara. I've been living in Hawaii for 42 years. I'm a retired professor at the University of Hawaii. I have taught French and ethnic studies, in particular Black studies. My research has been on a man called Frank Marshall Davis. Some people say that he was a mentor for our current President, Barack Obama. My research at the University of Hawaii has been on the history of Black people in Hawaii, and my research led me to discover that Blacks began to settle in Hawaii in the early 1800s. They came on the whaling ships, the men, and jumped ship, stayed in the islands, married local women, went into business, and actually made quite an impact on the local community until the plantation tradition began in the 1850s, and whites came in with Southern attitudes, and then Blacks were not welcomed as freely as before when the Hawaiians were. The Black people contributed not only in the area of business, but in music. Some of the earliest musicians in Hawaii, in fact, the King's Royal Band, King Kamehameha I, was a band of 4 Black men, which is very exciting. Myself, I am the daughter of the world-famous Buffalo Soldier, Dr. William H. Waddell, who was the co-founder of Tuskegee Veterinary School. I was born and raised in Tuskegee, and so I have been writing poetry in addition to teaching for many years. My current book is Tourmalines. It is a healing book because I envisioned Black people as gemstones, various colored gemstones with various properties to them. And my first book, recent book since retirement, is called Pacific Raven, and if you notice, our publishing company is called Pacific Raven Press. Why is that? Because there are no ravens in Hawaii, but it is a big black bird, very intelligent, and I am the black raven who has flown into Hawaii from afar. What is very interesting in terms of our history is we have a new book that we have also published called African Americans in Hawaii, A Search for Identity. And all of these books are available online at our website, pacificravenpress.com. I also have my own website, CatherineWaddellTakara.com. Maybe you can catch the spelling of that, Catherine Waddell Takara. This book about turtles that I have seen as I have traveled around the world, China, Africa, France, etc. So it will be a teaching book for our young people to learn about other countries as well.
Parsons, and I'm here at the LA Black Expo, and I just wanted to introduce my first book, Quiet in a Storm. It's actually a 2-book series. This is Rosebud, the last installment of the series, and my latest book, Onyx Love, is a romance novel, and you can get these actually on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles and most online bookstores. But if you want to know more about me, you can actually go to my YouTube page, Shelly B. Parsons, at youtube.com. And also, I just want to tell you that my books are not, the norm. They have a spiritual slant to them, and They go into different dimensions when you're reading them. Onyx Love is my only love story, but Quiet in the Storm and Rosebud are really geared towards women and the struggles that we may go through in life, and it's actually telling women to stand up and rise and not be ashamed of their past and their choices. So anyway, I hope you have a lovely day, and come by and stop by and leave a comment on my YouTube vlogs, please. Okay, bye.
I'm right here at the Los Angeles Black Book Expo, and this time I'm with the executive director, Charles Chapman. Charles has been on Literary Speak as well, but he's the mastermind behind all of this, and it's grown bigger and better over the years. So I'm going to have him tell you a little bit about what he's doing and how he feels about today. Charles?
Well, this is the 6th annual Los Angeles Black Book Expo. We're here at the Sheraton Gateway LAX Hotel, and we have a multitude of authors, exhibitors, publishers, you name it. We are very glad to have workshops and panel discussions and a lot of authors. We're doing our best to support literacy here in Los Angeles, especially with African American literature. And we are very thankful for C. Deborah Thomas and Literary Speak over the years for being a sponsor and supporter of LABBX. So we encourage you to go to our website, labbx.com, or you can email me at info@labbx.com. I would love to speak with you about further opportunities, sponsorship for next year in 2011, and we thank Literary Speak once again for presenting this edition for the LA Black Book Expo.
Hi, my name is J. Cole Thomas. My book is called Sea of Circles. You can find it at www.seaofcircles.com, SEAOFCIRCLES.com. You'll be able to also go there, sign up on the guest site or guest book, and you'll get a free chapter of the book once you give me your email address. My book is basically how to take responsibility for your own happiness, not necessarily blame whoever's in your relationship. Understand you've invited them in. I've been married for 22 years, and it's a metaphor I developed, understanding that my wife's a circle, I'm a circle, and together we bring a beautiful shared space, and to honor that shared space as opposed to bringing in assumptions or, as I say in the book, absolutes. You can discover your absolutes and begin to let go of your own assumptions that are causing your negative feelings or emotions, and now find a better path to communicate with your spouse, your friend, your coworker, or whoever. I've written the book in a very simple format so anyone could understand just how to be able to have a better relationship or a better life, period. My name is J. Cole Thomas. You can find the book at www.seaofcircles.com, SEAOFCIRCLES.com. You can also find it at Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com as well. Thank you very much.
Okay. My name is Tara Glover. My author name is T. Baby. This is my debut novel. It's volume 1 of 5 volumes of my memoirs. This is a collection of childhood stories. At the end of this book, I'm 12 years old, and we moved from Compton, California to Yuma, Arizona. And it'll take 5 volumes for me to tell the whole story. This one is I probably shouldn't tell it, but obviously I did. My website is http://tbabypresents.vpweb.com. My upcoming projects and other upcoming venues. It was an exciting project. Okay. I wanted to add that the 85% of the profits from the sales of these books contribute to my son Elijah's mental health. He has a mental health disability, and I'm trying to get him excellent care because we're in the state system now, and I don't like it. So this whole thing is for Elijah to finance his mental health.
Came out in 2008. I won 2 literary awards for this. One for humor and the other one for Urban Title of the Year. It also was named Best Kept Literary Secret of 2008. I just recently released my new book, It Ain't Just a Size, and the name pretty much tells it all, because it ain't just a size, about a lot more things than just sexuality. But it's a relationship book between men, women, and a whole bunch of other things. It also has, my website is mghardy.com. That's mghardy.com. I'm also all on the web, all over the place. You'll see me. I've spoken at universities. I've spoken at schools. I've spoken at 100 Black Men things and NAACP things. They like what I have to say. They just don't want to read it either, which is a problem in our community. Black and Bulletproof is by Mark Hardy. It'll be out in October. That's a great book also. But I strongly recommend that people get It Ain't Just a Size, and you won't be disappointed.
My name is Marcy Eanes, and I'm a journalist and poet. My book that I'm promoting today is the very first one I've published, which is entitled Sensual Sounds. It talks about love in all its forms. This book is a book of love. It was, I did the poetry for 10 years as a performance poet here in LA. And people asked me to put my feelings and thoughts and words into book form, and here it is in Sensual Sounds. My website is under construction right now, but I can be found at, on Facebook, under Marcy Eanes Poetry. And the book Sensual Sounds can be found at Amazon.com and BarnesandNobles.com.
Hello, my name is Nicola Mitchell, and I'm the author and publisher. My novels are Over and Over Again, The Appetizer When You're Not His Main Course, and my newly released novel, Between the Sheets, just hit stores the beginning of this month. I'm also the CEO of NCM Publishing. I have a new title coming out at the end of the year. It's called Twisted, so check me out. Thank you. I was also nominated for Self-Published Author of the Year through the African American Literary Awards Show. So please go and vote at www.literaryawardshow.com. You can contact me at www.nicola.Mitchell.com. Also, I'm on Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter, _MissNicola.com. Again, my new novel, Twisted, is coming out at the end of the year. And just look out for more of my novels. Strawberry Sluttles and Steam is in stores now under NCM Publishing. And wait till you see all these books turn into film. Thank you and have a great day.
Hi, my name is Bernard Dean, and I'm with the Concerned Black Men of Los Angeles. The Concerned Black Men started in 1975 in Philadelphia, and so our goal is to mentor our African American boys aged 11 and 19. And so we realized that across the country, our graduation rate, high school graduation rate for our boys is less than 50%. So we have mentoring programs, workshops about communication skills, about the value of completing high school, going on to college. We have workshops talking about blue-collar workers, so if you don't want to go to college, how you can become a mechanic, a fireman, a police officer. And so again, our concern and our focus is to help our boys graduate from high school to be positive role models. And you can look on our website at cbmla.org to find more information about our programs, and we would love to have you, strong black men, come out and join us in our fight to save our boys.
I'm Rachel Blaze, and I'm here talking about Black Geisha, a new erotica release. This book is about a young woman named Julie Flowers who starts off in New York as a devout Jehovah's Witness and then loses religion and finds herself losing her relationship with her parents. So, stuck in a whirl then of sex, drugs, and money, she's a swing party hostess who starts to spiral down, getting mixed up with the wrong people, and moves to LA to get out of that life, but finds herself wrapped up in the same thing once again. You can find this book on Amazon.com as well as blackgeisha.com. You can read an excerpt more about the author or order online. You can also follow Rachel Blaze on Facebook and Twitter. Look out for the new children's books. One is The Adventures of Little Lucy, and the other is Miss Meanie. So that'll be out next year. Also coming in February is the one-woman show based on Black Geisha. You can also YouTube Black Geisha or Rachel Blaze and find interviews with the billionaire PA, interview with Urban World on Superstar Radio, as well as an up-and-coming video, rap video release about Black Geisha. So visit me, blackgeisha.com.
Hi, my name is Trina Breyer, and I'm the author of Jack and the Powerful Seven, The Secret Strength from Within. And it's my first children's book, and it's filled with fantasy and adventure. It's an absolutely amazing children's story for ages 10 and up. Jack and the Powerful Seven is about a mother and father that have 7 children. Each of these 7 children have special powers. Everything takes place inside of this museum called the Great Museum, where anything is possible if you just believe. Within that museum, they have different artifacts and sculptures. So if you touch them, like I said, they suck you into a whole new world, a world known as Dramecca. Well, any dream, anything that you even think you can have, do, or be, come true there. The moral of the story is that faith is the key and that anything is possible if you believe, but also that love and forgiveness is also the key. And although that forgiving is not always the easiest thing to do, it's the right thing to do. So the children struggle a little bit with that in the book, but I take you on a wild ride to get to that point. Very amazing book. And this is my first children's book. I wrote my first book at the age of 11. And I went on from there just to create it, just with the desire to create something greater that I would share with the world. So I'm so thankful and so proud to be a part of the Black Book Expo. Absolutely amazing. Thank you. You can find my book at Barnes & Nobles, Amazon.com, AuthorHouse.com. You can also go on my website at www.trinacbreyer.com. You can also purchase from there. But the book is everywhere. And that everyone just really, really loves the storyline, loves the positive message, and loves the unique characters that I've created. So it's wonderful.
Hi, I'm Vicki Ward. I'm the author of one of the newest books out, is Savvy, Sassy, and Bold After 50. I'm real excited about this book because this is a transition book. This is for the women who are moving from nurturing their husbands and nurturing their children and nurturing their jobs into nurturing themselves. It's a wildly popular book. It's a celebration of life after 50. I am so excited because women didn't know they could have this much fun, be this independent, and find new things in their life to do after 50, because every book that you find about retirement, about mature women, about sisters, it's about rocking chairs, and it's about taking care of the grands. The grands are cool. The grandkids will take care of themselves, but what I want to do is get out and have some more fun. I want to get out there and seek the new adventures that I'm interested in, and so do other women. This book is that wild celebration of life after 50. You never knew it could be so good. Let me tell you what led me to that. My first book, it's a 3-time award-winning book. Yes, I said 3-time award-winning book. It's called Life Spices from Seasoned Sisters. It is a collection of stories from mature women of color, and trust me, we won the Forward Magazine Book of the Year Award, the Los Angeles Black Book Expo's Best Anthologies, and we won the Independent Publishers Book of the Year Award also. I am so pleased about those. They don't just hand these out. They don't hand them out just because you look good, you're feeling good, or you think you wrote well. These awards are handed out for people that have learned their craft, know what they're doing, and are serious about their work. I'm so serious that I started my own publishing company, Nubian Images Publishing Company. That is my company, www.nubianimagespublishing.com. I'm located on the sunny side of the San Francisco Bay Area, and I am publishing books with a fervor. I am publishing books with excitement. I'm moving on to making movie shorts. I'm living my dream. I'm doing everything that I ever thought I could, and I'm meeting people every day that are continuing to embolden me, empower me, and let me know that there ain't no stopping us now. I invite you to come by my website, www.nubianimagespublishing.com. Take a look. I'm sure there's something that you will find for yourself, your sister, the woman in your life. We are about empowering women and letting them know ain't no stopping us now.
Hi, I'm Monica Gilliam. That's me. I was previously Monica Payton. I'm recently married, so I penned my 2 books under Monica Payton. They're medical thrillers. This is Cloning, and of course that's Black Deception. And that's what I do. I also am a new grad, as I said, from law school, and I'll be going into intellectual property. Google me under Monica Gilliam. That's Gullemin, or Monica Payton under my books. And I have two people here that would like to pose a question.
Monica, if you're into law, then why are these medical?
Why are they medical books? That's a very good question. I forgot to mention that I'm a physician assistant. So I said I was a physician assistant by day, a law student by night. So I practiced as a physician assistant for 19 years now, in fact, in all areas of medicine. So I wrote about medical thrillers, like what would happen if you go to the doctor and you discovered that instead of them taking off your left foot, they took off the right foot. You know, what would happen if they took your DNA and used it to clone someone else? And that's the premise of cloning and the backbone of Black Deception.
So which one is your first?
Well, my first book was Black Deception. Black Deception did actually have a physician assistant as the main character in the novel, of course, which it's not me, it's all fiction. But most people think that the book is actually real and it's about me, but it's not about me. It's about 3 medical providers that discovered that the doctor was doing some shady stuff.
Hello, my name is Barbara Jean Satterfield. I am the author of Answer Why for Mimi. I'm especially proud of this book because the little girl on the front cover is my granddaughter. She is also the concept artist for the book. She drew the pictures and we had a graphic artist to do the colors. At the time Dania drew the pictures, she was 16 years old. These are some of her scenes that she did. She is now 21 years old and in college. This is about an all-American Black family. The family is very involved with the children. They are very involved. The little girl wants to know why things happen and why things grow and change. She discovers that most of her questions are answered. She just didn't take the time to look outside of her window. She discovers the answers are right in her own backyard. This is a very stimulating, interesting book. We have also developed a workbook to accompany this story. The workbook was developed by Mimi's mother. This workbook is for children K through first, especially pre-K children. It is aligned with the state standards in Los Angeles school system. It's very beneficial. It has one-to-one correspondence, picture recognition, and number recognition. I am especially proud of this book. One, because it's about a family, my family, and 2, the book has a message. Children not only should be seen, but they should be heard. Thank you so very much.
Hey, Ray. I work with Monica and also Mrs. Satterfield with the books. Monica has cloning. Miss Satterfield has, this is also my granddaughter here, and this is her picture on the book here, and this is her other granddaughter here, and I also work with them. I go different places from coast to coast with them selling books.
My name is Kim Williams with Butterfly Ink Publishing. I'm the author of Miles and Zoe, The Family Tree. I decided for this book to use a pen name, so it's written under Kimberly Mayho, which is my mother's maiden name. Miles and Zoe is a new children's series about twins who travel back in time and connect with past relatives against African American backdrops. So the first book, Miles and Zoe Family Tree, Miles and Zoe travel back in time and meet a slave ancestor and help him travel the Underground Railroad. The book is, the official release is October 5th. It will release everywhere. You can find it online at my website, butterflyinkpublishing.com, and that's INK. So Butterfly Ink, INK Publishing.com. Yeah, and it's a new series. The second book is due out early 2011, so look for that as well. But it's a great series for kids to learn about their history, as well as get a good story. So look for Miles and Zoe, The Family Tree by Kimberly Mayhew, in stores everywhere October 5th. And you can go online and buy it, butterflyinkpublishing.com, INK. You could also read the first chapter online. So yeah, visit the website, butterflyinkpublishing.com. Okay, thanks.
Yes, I'm here at the BBX here at LAX, the Gateway Sheraton Hotel, and the 21st of August, and we're putting on a real dynamite show here today. I'm featuring my book here, The Rap Frogs. It's Time to Rhyme Against Crime. It's a book for kids to say yo and no to crime and drugs. And it's been a fun program so far, meeting people and expressing ideas and networking with the people in the groups here today. We're doing a real good service for the community at large. We're reaching out and meeting people from all walks of life here. And it's been a fun-filled event. And I'm here with Teddy.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ted Elliott, and I'm honored and privileged to be here at the Black Book Expo in Los Angeles, and I'm promoting my new book, Quest for Life's Greatest Purpose. And this is a very, very good expose on fulfilling your divine destiny, seeking God first, and fulfilling His will for your life. And everything else will fall right in place. And this has been a really rewarding afternoon. And you can contact me to get your copy at EEE Institute. That's P.O. Box 2206. That's P.O. Box 2206 in Hollywood, California 90078. And you can also call me at 310-431-5756. That's area code 310-431-5756. And my email is eeeinstitute@gmail.com. That's EEE, the letter EEE, institute@gmail.com, or Teddy, Teddy, the tutor @gmail.com. Thank you, and God bless.
Hi, everybody. My name is Crystal Wright. I'm here today at the Los Angeles Black Business Expo. No, Los Angeles Black Book Expo. And I'm going to tell you just a little bit about what I do. It's a hair, makeup, and fashion styling career guide. And this is a how-to book for anybody who wants to work behind the scenes in print, video, film, and television as a makeup artist, a hairstylist, a fashion stylist, or a manicurist. This is actually the 5th edition of my book. You can get it on my website at crystalwrightlive.com. That's CRYSTALWRIGHTLIVE.com. The book will tell you everything that you need to know about building a portfolio, putting your resume together, negotiating with art directors, photo editors, photographers, working on magazines, and just getting into the consumer side of working with magazines, working on music videos and television commercials. That is what the book is about. It is considered the Bible in the industry, not just because I say it, but because that's what everybody says about it. So that's the hair, makeup, and fashion styling career guide. Okay? Now, I also do I do a 2-day portfolio building and marketing workshop for makeup, hair, and fashion stylists. I do it in Los Angeles, New York, LA, and Chicago. And I even do it at some of the beauty conventions like Bronner Brothers and the Premiere Show. So sometimes you can catch me on those shows, but you can find out all that information on my website. This is my 1-day workshop on DVD. And this is actually, there's 4 DVDs in here. It's 6.5 hours of everything that you need to know and what you need to be able to do. And it's really interactive. It has a lot of graphics in it to show you what things like comp cards look like, what your resume is supposed to look like. And it's like you really got to read this book first though. Because if you don't read the book and you get the DVD, you're going to be totally, totally lost. This is my new love. This is my book, 30 Days at 100%, Changing Your Life 30 Days at a Time. And the premise of this book and what you decide to do with your 100% is up to you. And it challenges you to identify your own personal 100% in 8 different areas of your life. Inside, outside, personal, professional, family, finances, activities, and health. And you do that by completing one very simple sentence. I am 100% when. So if you're looking at an area like your finances where you have checking and savings, investments and credit, you might say, I am 100% when my checking account balance is $1,000. I am 100% when I am saving $300 a month. I am 100% when my credit score is 780. And you do that by going through every single section and writing in your 100%. But the trick is this. The problem with our lives is that when we figure out that we've got all these different things wrong in our lives, we want to try to fix everything next month, like it's August and we want to fix it all in September. But the idea of 30 days at 100% is that if you pick out one thing and you only work on that one thing for 30 days, how different would your life be in a year if you fixed 12 things in your life? And that's the premise of 30 Days at 100%. You know, I know you guys are going to be talking to a lot of different people today. I thank you so much for taking this time to listen to me. Have a great day. Bye now.
Hi, I'm here representing Crossroads. The author is Dee Daniels, and he is traveling. He's in South Africa right now, but he'll be back. But since he couldn't be here, I'm his publicist, and I came to represent his book. Crossroads is a sexy romance intrigue novel about relationships and relationship choices. And so Crossroads tells the story of Reggie, who's 30-something, and something happens to him, and he's catapulted back into his past 15 years, and he has a chance to have a do-over in life, and he can decide whether or not he's going to go through the same relationships that he's been through, or if he's going to try something new. And then he encounters the one who got away, and he has a chance to work with her and get back with her, or try it for the first time. So the tells that story, and it's written from both the male and the female perspective. So you hear Reggie's side and you hear Tracy's side, and then the girl he breaks up with that he chooses not to go there with again is Susan, but not this Susan. Susan's just here to help the author. So, but the character in the book is only a little bit like her. And the book is excellent. I call it a water cooler book because the next day everybody's talking about it. And they're talking about, you know, would you do this as a woman or would you do that as a man? And it's excellent. It's very sexy, though. So it is absolutely romantic. Men love it because he's a man's man, and the ladies love it because he's romantic and he's a man, and the lady is a girl. She, you know, she's very ladylike. And everybody has enjoyed the book, whether they're single or whether they're married. I have heard the married people say, I am so glad I was married, so that when I read those super hot, steamy scenes, I had an outlet. So it's excellent. The book is excellent. I've read it about 5 or 6 times already, and every time I read it, I find something else that's similar to my life story. Yes, it's like, that was me. I did that. I made that bad choice. So it's excellent. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. So the book is about ripples. If you put a pebble in a pond and it makes ripples, that one choice affects all of these other things. And so it's really about relationship choices, and I love it. So you can find Crossroads on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com, and you can go to the website as well, crossroadsthebook.com. crossroadsthebook.com, and you can also buy it there. But going to Amazon or Barnes & Nobles, you can get it even faster. And that's also how you can contact the authors, by going to crossroadsthebook.com.
I'm Kelly Carter. I'm the co-author with Venus Williams on Come to Win, which hit the New York Times bestseller list. This is a business motivational book of teaching you about how sports can help you lead to success in your field. We interviewed 46 highly successful people, had them talk about what they learned from sports that helped them become a success. People like Bill Clinton, Condoleezza Rice, Meg Whitman, Denzel Washington, Urban Magic Johnson, Ken Chenault, who's the CEO of American Express, Denzel, oh, I said Denzel already, Jack Welch, Phil Knight, who started Nike, Soledad O'Brien. So many great successful people are in this book. And in the first part of the book, Venus writes in her preface about what she's learning on the tennis court that helps her run her businesses. She has 3 businesses. She's part owner of the Miami Dolphins. She has B-Star Interiors, which is an interior design company. Plus she has 11, which is her clothing line. And every time she steps on the court, not only does she go to win, does she come to win, but she's learning lessons that help her later in life. This book can be found in all major bookstores and on my website, which is kellyecarter.com. I'm the co-author on the book. Thank you.
We are coming to the end of this afternoon at the Los Angeles Black Book Expo. It's been an exciting, exhilarating, and inspiring few hours. There's so many rich authors and poets, and I mean the resources is just off the charts here. So next year, please look for this event. It is the event to be at if you're interested in literary anything, books, writing, poetry. This is a place to be. So thank you. This is C. Deborah Thomas for Literary Speak. Bye.